Uber driver.
No worries.
So now I'm getting out the car. And nobody else is here, so I am actually good to use the LAN cable setup. I just gotta get in the house now.
No worries.
So I will. Yep, I will be right back. Let me do that.
Alright, we're starting soon. We will have a commentator coming joining us shortly. So, yeah. I will also be using a scoreboard system, considering we don't have Flycast yet. So that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah. So we're already in. I'm just adding a scoreboard right now. Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, Blood Attacker. What's going on?
Yeah, what up? Not much. But funny enough, I did end up playing Naruto Storm Generations with 4 people.
Why am I not surprised? Speaking of which, DJ Link is playing in the tournament right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I am gonna have a commentator for today's tournament. He showed interest in commentating. He did commentate last night. Yo.
Alright.
Okay, first match is on the way. It's Neo Chaos versus DJ Link. By the way, something to note. This tournament was is part of the randomizer event for the weekly basis. BC Deshi requested this game for today, for now. That's thanks to him, we have 10 people right now competing. Thanks for streaming. No worries, Corina.
Thanks, BC Dishing.
Well, I mean,
Okay, knock knock. Can you guys hear me okay?
yeah.
Yep, just fine.
Game is on stream. The first match is already underway. So it's a Neo Chaos versus DJ Link 654.
Okay, now should I be trying to spectate, or should you be, or is there a screen share I should be looking at?
You have Twitch. It's on. It's posted in general and it's posted in tournament log. If you want to have a more real
Which it is.
time commentator, you can spectate the next match.
Okay, that will be what I'll do next. For now, let's get in here on the Twitch chat.
Attach. Nice
And
match.
hello everybody, this is GGBHDG.
Alright, I'll lower down the game audio then. Alright. It should be good.
Alright, here we go. Rival Schools 2, rather known as Project Justice. 4-button fighter here. Light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick. Got grabs, we got side steps. It's a bit of a 2.5D game. Think of it as a bit of a mix between Street Fighter and the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Have a bit more, you have the bit of the leeway that comes with the games like the Marvel vs. Capcom series and the Darkstalker games, where you're able to chain your basic normal attacks, your regular buttons, into each other. So it's basically light attacks into heavy attacks into direction plus heavy attacks, and then whenever you like, you can end it off with a special move or a super move to just give you that good old freedom, that creative expression with your combos. And there we just saw a clash between 2 attacks. Just another one of those unique things about the game here, where when 2 attacks trade, I believe it's called a lightning clash in the Rival Schools 1 tutorial, where both characters just instantly get 1 bar of super meter, and the maximum amount you can get in this game is 5. And when you have 1 bar, you can activate a super. When you have, 2 bars, you can activate a team up technique, where you will do a specific attack with a little bit of startup, and then if it hits, once it hits, then your partner will come in and either recover meter or recover health for you, or more likely come in to do an attack. However, an upgrade to the Rival Schools series from part 1 to 2 is that when you do both of the when someone is doing a team up attack, the other person can also press the combination for a team up attack, which is either both the light attacks or both the heavy attacks. to bring in one of their two partners to try and interrupt the team-up attack, the team-up technique.
Not
So,
necessarily public push.
and-
It could be a spectator side of my end. I remember there was a certain setting. Seems like
Oh yeah, you're talking about on the stream how there seemed to be a whole lot of nothing actually going on as far as we could see on our side. But for all we know, that last match went down to Magic Pixel versus Magic Pixel. But I have a feeling that what we're seeing is
it's probably spectator DC.
yeah. I
forgot
Probably
what
a
the
DC,
setting.
yeah.
I forgot what the setting was for the spectator DC. Can you remember that you had to delete certain files?
indeed.
It's two basically. Are there taunting now? Let me see if there's anything. You're still on the map. After this match, I'll see if I can fix it. I remember there was a setting.
And then I'll make sure for this one, I will spectate on my side, and then the commentary might be a little bit out of sync, but at least I'll make sure to know what I'm saying when I'm talking. Try and keep it a little more general in that aspect then. If you say too much, it'll be like spoilers.
Seems like there was a crash or disconnect.
Oh, there might be.
Yeah, I just got information from the lobby that apparently there might have been.
Yep, seeing it in the Flycade lobby. All right, then looks like we'll get a full redo.
They're back in.
All right, hitting the spectate button. Let's see what happens here.
Hopefully it's smoother this time.
Yo, BC.
Let's see what happens. Okay, trying it again with Eureka versus Roberto.
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
it was
okay,
like 0-1
known
in
for
the first match.
the Eureka. Oh, let's straight into super. Rocks the whole thing again. Oh, rocks that too.
Maybe whistling and the violinist.
Yeah, a lot of supers being thrown out.
I have a
Finally,
slight
punished
feeling. Yep, I have a slight feeling that we're seeing a real match. Just a little bit of whiffs here and there, though, from some of these combos. But still getting some damage on the table. We're still seeing, at least when it's on the ground, we're seeing actual strings and like that throw punish there.
Yep.
That's why. That's why I
Oh,
just started
Lord.
doing last week. I'm like, I don't know if I don't want to drop this combo, so can't leave any damage on the table. That good old Chicago punish. So any damage we pick up off the table is good damage. But that's 1 point on here for Roberto, and Roberto is one of the stronger characters in the game. And the main reason for that, I wonder what I would say is the soccer ball projectiles are kind of annoying, but those are the things that make him good. It's more so just that I guess I would say he has really good strings, like his attacks that lean to each other. They are a bit deceptive compared to the rest of the cast, and then when he does get a hit on you, his air combo, whether it's the mini air combo, which we would call a mini launcher, I suppose, and then he doesn't really do like the launcher combos that launch you way up into the air, which are definitely called rival launchers. Oh, and here we go with using the team up technique super armor in order to interrupt the combos from Eureka, and also won the team up technique counter clash, which means that his team up technique was allowed to go through. So was able to get back a little bit of help from Tiffany. Don't ask me why she kisses all of her friends' point characters. Maybe that's just how she does things. And even despite that, Eureka was still able to bring it back with a super burning vigor attack, as they call it, because we got a lot of how we say hot-blooded students here, and that's just kind of the terminology that we go with. And you know what? It's good terminology. It's, no punish on the with what do I call it? It's basically a hit grab, and that's kind of one of those things about Roberto.
Slash movement though.
Yeah, the bad movement, unfortunately, from Roberto was like it's probably worse than the traditional sidestep that characters have in the game, to be honest.
Yeah. That being said, it does catch some people out, me included sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's more of a gimmick. Like
Yeah.
it end the end lag, the like the recovery at the end is just so bad that yeah, it's just not that good.
Oh, raw level 5 connects as well.
Action and pressing buttons. Here we go with the party up technique. And look, don't ask me to explain this. I know a bunch of like lore, read up a bunch of things about like the different characters. Knowing, like I know that Roberto is usually, they say that he's like a character who is really hot-blooded on the field, but usually the calm and collected one of his group of friends off the field. But oh, and there we go with the team up technique counter from Eureka, using DJ Link's own tactics against them to try and make sure that this game stays even.
Oh, just catches him.
And there we go. That's pretty much the string with Roberto that makes him so good. Where it's like, I think how would I say? It's like a fake overhead that he does. It's, at the moment I can't remember which way to block it, but it is definitely tricky. Okay, so is that
I'm just getting.
I see it's buffering on my side. Is that?
Yeah, that match finished, but we don't know the score yet.
I am just finding out the score.
Yeah,
because I might have
2-1.
2-1 for who?
DJ Link.
DJ Link. Okay. I'm just trying to find something out. Okay.
All right. Yeah. In the meantime, that is DJ Link's win. Able to overcome the
DJ Link 2-1, right?
the bit of the range zoning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just doing a little bit of a fix for the spectating desync because I know what I need to do. DC bias bin, DC boot bin, DC and VM bin. Alright. That's basically it.
Should one of us screen shares or just as a backup?
Sure. I mean, as a backup, yes. If there's nothing I can do. Just hold on. I'm just doing this. It's something to avoid the screen share thing, because you know how this thing is.
Okay. Just in the meantime, if anybody is for those of us joining us, yep, Eureka. Since I didn't get to say much about her, she has a bit of a zoning with her the musical note sort of like trap projectiles that she leaves behind. I wouldn't really call it like a defining character trait for her since they are a bit slow, but you know, it is still something that a lot of characters don't have, so that in of itself is still interesting.
Plus the fact that it retreats as well, that helps a fair bit.
Alright, next match.
Yeah, that backstep that she does is pretty good. Alright. Alright, here I go then. And here I go finding our host in the first round. I don't know what to say about that at the moment, but all I can say is that good luck and let's get into it.
Yeah.
Well, at least we'll have to worry about desyncs.
Hopefully not. I'm gonna use like 2 delay because just to be safe on my end. You can use how much you want. That's up to you. Uh,
Oh, I'll match you. I'll match yours.
it's, I usually just want to make sure that I have a good amount, you know, to have a good experience.
Yeah. Better to be
Hey,
safe than
I'm
sorry, I
gonna.
guess.
There's
So,
still there's still the good possibility that I might be finding somebody from Korea. So if there's going to be some delay, I better get used to it now. I just gotta make sure my
Yeah.
buttons work. Period.
alright, I added the delay. Just waiting to see if we connect. If not, you'll probably. Are you shitting me? Never mind. Just challenge me.
Actually, the first time since I've seen that error. So I guess I'll try and
It's a
delete the
safe
save
state.
state on my side too.
It's a safe state shit, I'm afraid. You can just spectate a match, get the safe state. Bob's your uncle. Just,
It's definitely been a while though since we had one of these tournaments.
yeah, we'll have a more. Like, eventually people are gonna request more and more Project Justice. Like, remember, this is part
Hopefully.
of the
You gotta
randomizer
manifest for
event.
that.
So, sorry?
Yeah, we gotta manifest for that 3D Capcom Fighting Collection. We gotta get
I
we gotta
mean,
get rival schools.
yeah. There is one other information though. Yeah, challenge me, Gigi. Um, Eventually we will be doing rival schools on PS1 rollback. You know, when I say PS1 rollback,
Oh yeah, that
I
too.
mean,
I was talking about something. I know what you mean there. Definitely want to see some PS1 stuff getting up here on Fightcade. I will be, if anything, I
actually,
will be the
what I
one
meant
running the Bushido
was,
Blade brackets.
what I meant was,
You got something else for me?
we're already doing PS1 tournaments with rollback.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
There's always the beta builds, of course. I'm just talking about, we'll have a little bit more action there once those games
Yeah,
hit the main builds like Flycade.
yeah.
Okay, so I delete the save state. Oh wait, I think maybe now I just need to go back in and out of the lobby to make sure if it needs to recatch something.
I'll also delete the save state and just reacquire it via spectating. Okay. Alright. That's it.
All right, try and challenge me again.
Okay. So you were going to challenge me, but okay. No, no worries. It's part of, if we don't have fucking issues, it's not a tournament.
Doesn't matter what tournament it is, what platform, there's always
If
gonna
it
be
works, it
something.
works. And it works. Here we go. All right, go on and mute. You got to carry us on commentary, Dish.
And we need.
Yep.
That's up to you if you
I'll
want
try.
to mute. I
He likes focusing, so
let's see, where's my character?
Oh, I'm not Justin Wong in this case. I'm not going to commentate my own match.
we got Terrell with the Akira pick. Well, GGB is gone with his usual Hideo. Ooh, straight away. Terrell's quickly reacquainting himself, but good super combo there. Oh, nice roll. Ooh, fireball, not quite. There's the sweep. Another sweep. There you go, overhead into buffering. I gotta wait for it to unbuffer first, but I'm sure you can see what's going on at their end. Oh, the overheads. Oh wow, Antura pulls off a super somehow.
Super. It wasn't the super.
Oh yeah, it's definitely desynced on my end. It's
You just have to
dictate desync, am I right? Oh, I guess I'm gonna tune back into
It's
the
a
stream again.
spectator. It's a spectator desync. Basically.
Yeah,
What it is. You have
yeah.
To, you have to remove a certain part of a file. It's called DCNVMM bin or some shit in the data.
Yeah, that's the save state.
No, that's not the same
Do you want to restart and give it? You want to like restart just to give
Uh,
that shit a chance?
No. Let's,
It should be
let's
fine,
continue.
honestly.
Let's continue.
I just do it from the stream. Oh, it starts off as super. Oh, big launch. Seeing combos out here.
Do we have a stress connection? No.
Oh, what a conversion though. Oh, the overhead to close out that round. And then he goes into Akira himself. Look at that mirror match out here.
There's no word about switching off on win in this game, especially not mid-round. Most games don't let you do that.
Yeah, exactly. Plus you've got options as well. It's like because you have that team of three, better use it to your advantage. Oh, there's the air combo, but oh, that's unfortunate whiff. Oh, just gets hit by the last bit of that super. Oh, nice. The air super goes into it. Oh, that's death.
Jeez.
Okay.
And there it is, trying to make one of the worst characters in the game work. Unfortunately, unfortunate for Akira, she's like one of the worst characters in the game because she's
There's
just
no new
not.
save state.
have-
This is the same. We just had to delete it. This is all. So GG's GGBHTJ advances.
Same to you, sir.
All right, let's go with the next match. Pepe Push versus Kalis.
Oh Lord, Kalis, Mr. Evo champion. What is that? Two-time Evo champ now?
Last time
Yeah,
I saw
Kalis is a
Kalis
dangerous
was
one.
in a Project Justice tournament here.
Yep.
Well, yep, they have they got the Evo side tournaments going on there at the Vortex Gallery, and our guy here, Kalis, has, if memory serves, he won a couple of years ago, for sure, and just won the one set of tournaments that just happened over at Evo this past July.
Okay, Darren. So it's Mexico versus USA.
Yep. That's the connection there.
Oh, whoop.
Mexico versus USA, yeah.
Let me get here and spectate. Hello.
Let's see.
All right, waiting for the match to begin.
It's
And
probably
yeah, if I know Kalis, we are going to be seeing a certain red-haired sort of ninja punk leader, gang leader
oh,
with a chain that reaches full
they're
screen.
having problems
You
connecting.
could be.
Like,
Oh yeah, they,
Oh, might want to delete that save state.
yeah, apparently it's having some issues. Yeah, save state might be having some issues. The best way I would say is go to test game, delete save state, go to a spectating match. That way you'll get the save state. You can do that. That's what I did with my end. So yeah.
Oh yeah, since I already have the quote-unquote method that allows us to get the games in the first place, all I did was I loaded up test game, deleted the save state from there, and then just entered and exited the lobby, and I was able to fight you. Wow.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, what? Wait here, spectate.
Nope.
still having some issues. It seems. You might want to bump up the delay as well, because
It's
like
US
still
to fucking
across
Mexico,
country.
so you might want to increase it.
Yeah, unfortunately, even though I was just about to mention this right on time, Flycast, even though it has rollback, unfortunately, still in a situation of we're just glad it exists. It's not exactly, it's not getting, well, I have to go with the school metaphor since we're playing the game like this, but it's more of a B minus or something like that as far as Flycast itself goes. Well, I could probably put it up to a B for like all of the features
Okay,
that
seems like we're
have been
back
coming
in.
out. But as far as the okay, well, let me
Honestly, no matter
close
how
and
good the
exit myself.
rollback is, it's not gonna do fucking miracles, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of another thing about rollback itself, where yeah, it's not a perfect system in of itself. But as far as like when we compare it to, since we are playing on Fightcade here, if we just compare it to the more like the 2D sprite 2D sprite based games like Third Strike
Basically,
and things
delay
like that, if
based.
we compare
Well,
that emulation.
if you want delay based online, you can. The most you can do is 100 ping. That's the issue with it.
Hmm.
Delay based. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm seeing buffering on my side.
Same here, yeah. Oh yeah, there's still it.
All right, try and give that one
They're
more
just
try.
adjusting the delay, it seems.
Also, we are gonna see a bump in performance increase with the new update for Flycast. It's been said that it's coming soon. How soon?
Really?
I don't know.
Yep, really hoping for that, because as far as I know, we got the rollback update to we got the update to Flycast itself to allow Flycast, to allow the Dreamcast and Naomi games to be played. But as far as like an actual update to the netcode quality itself, as far as I know, we haven't really seen one at all. We've
Honestly,
seen plenty of like quality of life features here and there, but just not a real update.
There are some.
Mhm.
There are some. Like I believe that for the Flycast Sound Show game, they're using a different version of Flycasting.
And even then, there's still stuff like there's still stuff that's plenty impressive, like the fact that now there are the Naomi, like this game runs on the Naomi arcade board system, and then there's a upgrade to those arcade systems, Naomi 2, which run completely different games, like Virtua Fighter. That's like the main draw of it, to get a bunch of different Virtua Fighter games running on there, and that's a huge update that we got recently. So
Alright,
again,
we're
we're
back
always seeing the improvements day to day. And yep, we are back in here with Careless
Last-
playing Akira. Am I saying that?
Nah, they had to back out again because they were just like not moving at all.
So I'll have to
Darn,
re-spectate.
darn.
Guess what it is. Wait, what? I wonder why DJ Link and Core Namaki aren't playing. Maybe they're testing something.
I think they wanted to test it beforehand.
Sure.
Okay, seems like Kalis is trying it again.
All right,
It's one of the
let's
reasons.
spectate button one more time. See what happens.
It's, early stages.
Oh yeah, and then there was another thing. Then speaking of updates, there was another big thing that was going on in the past year or so. The 4-player capability to get games like Power Stone 2 running
I'm not
properly.
sure. Okay, here's the thing. That's usually for Flycast, but I am not 100% sure how it's gonna translate to Flycade. So, we'll see.
Yeah, because like there's the emulator itself, Flycast, the Flycast Dojo.
When it comes
Oh, I
to,
think they're in actually. I'm seeing them doing things now.
It's not just Flycast, by the way. From what I've been testing with PlayStation, it's also in.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing Kalis doing his usual B&B. Yep, we're in.
Also, it's
Yep, we got a real match here. Zaki. The
Oh, and now
expected.
Roberto B&B.
Oh, I guess I was wrong about one thing here. Zaki has purple hair today, not red, so I don't know who this character is. Unfortunately, I can't tell anything about her, so I'm just gonna have to leave for today. Sorry. Nah, just joking. So here we go with Zaki. Her main thing, or at least the main thing that we see from Kalis enforcing, is her jumping heavy attack, which is just this huge hitbox, which is just slam throw. She just flares her hand and the chain comes out, and then if you happen to run into it, it's your fault. But if you do run into it, you can expect a hefty combo to
It's the Kyoko
come
though.
up afterwards. And both Zaki and Kyoko have this thing where they just have
Lucky
very
dog.
long combos that will lead into the rare case of dizzy stun in this game, because this game does have that classic Street Fighter system where if you just get hit too many times within a short amount of time, you will wind up getting dizzy. And
Oh, good
considering
step.
how
Now we're seeing
combos.
Kyosuke do his thing.
Good sidestep. And Kyosuke, if
Oh, roll level 5, that hits.
oh dang, seems like Dash is a little bit ahead of me, but we'll let it rock anyway. Interrupting Kyosuke's overhead with that, I don't know if it is
Ooh,
overhead,
punished.
but definitely leads into a win for Kalis here.
Okay, let's takes it. Man, I'm glad I can use the scoreboard.
You
We
don't
got
love
Kalis.
the fancy stuff.
We got Kalis here using 2 top tiers as his backup in case the character he makes look top tier isn't good enough. And like at this point, I don't even know where if tiers really matter in this game. I wouldn't even know where to place her. But luckily, Project Justice is one of those games where actually the systems of the game itself allow pretty much every character to be viable. Even one of the worst characters in the game, Incho, aka Chairperson. And
I can
of course,
personally vouch for that.
yep, shoutouts to Chair G Tables, our
Yep.
often gracious host, the one that I believe he also brings the setup, the systems and stuff, so that we can run the Vortex Gallery tournaments over at Evo. And also the I believe there was an online tournament.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was at the beginning of this year or
There was this year, or last. There was a big event with over 30 tournaments that happened in Vortex Gallery, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, there's the B&B. That's super. Oh, but just backs off afterwards. Just plays it safe.
Yeah.
Invited
All I
him.
know for sure
Oh, there we
is that
go.
I definitely missed it. I definitely I didn't even know what was going on. Got a little bit too much going on this year, so it flew under the radar for me.
Well,
But here we go with
I
one
would,
more point on the board for Kalis here.
I applied for
Oh,
Jimmy
back
Stone
into the Roberto business.
to run Jimmy Stone, but unfortunately,
What was the name of the game?
Jimmy Stone. I applied to run a tournament for this guy. Jimmy Stone.
Oh yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an assist. There's the breakout. They both got top tier jabs, so
Like that.
Kalis played the defense,
It's
though.
like once you do a single jab, it's like that's pretty much a good opportunity for someone to draw the team up technique. Just like the recovery on a single jab is so can be so slow. Even though it's good on hit, it's not bad on block. It's just one of those things that just happens to catch it because the startup and the recovery combined
don't let you
gives
that
the team
roll.
up technique just enough time to connect.
And I believe
Oh,
Kalis takes it.
woo! Yep, that's gonna be it.
Okay. So that is it. Alright.
So, Deshi, how'd you feel about that last match?
We're seeing some good stuff here, definitely.
Speaking of Deshi, you're up.
Oh.
You might wanna
Oh.
increase the delay by a lot.
I played against Hina before. He completely destroyed me. So, like, Hina's one of the pros out there. Like, he's one of the top players, and I'd say in the world.
Yeah, we got a how would I say, we got a good scene for this game over. We got a bit of a arcade scene over here in Japan, and I gotta ask Hina and Namiaki, do you guys have like a arcade, like a local arcade there? How do you guys play this game nowadays? I was kind of wondering. I know you guys have a group of pretty good players, but since I haven't gotten to talk to you guys in a while, let me know what's up, what's going on. How you guys
Set
doing?
delay to 3, I guess, and I'll get a screen share up, just in case.
Okay, do that. I think my.
I'm not taking any chances.
I
I'm
think
going
my
straight into
should be
Vatsu.
fixed.
Good luck, man.
Okay. BC Deshi versus Hina. And yeah, Namiaki, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know what's up. How you guys play this game nowadays? So of course we're gonna have Hina going with Hinata. Oh, picking the alternate costume, which Hinata 2, there's no actual like combative difference between her and the regular Hinata. It's just the costume. And then we got Deshi with a familiar picking Vatsu, which is actually a bit of a difference between Vatsu. It's kind of a cross between the protagonist of the game, Batsu, which I hope you guys do know, and then also Kuro, which is the antagonist of the game. And Vatsu is actually the antagonist disguised as the protagonist. So he copies some of Batsu's moves and then has like 2 of his own mixed in there, which they this little like cyclone ball that he'll do in the air is actually one of Kuro and Vatsu's best moves, because if you just do it low to the ground like that she just did there, there's pretty much no recovery. And even though it's not like a large hitbox, it's not like it doesn't, I think it will hit on sidestep, but it's not like amazing. It's definitely smaller than it visually looks, but the recovery is fast enough to where it's just still considered good pressure. There are ways to get away from it, but I think like the best way to get away is really to backdash. But speaking of, well, you can always get away from a match if there's a bit of buffering and things like that going on here. I'm seeing on my end. Might need to do another match start.
Yeah. I mean, connection's not great either, but then again, it is literally from UK to Korea. Oh no.
I did tell you to increase it for a fair bit.
Yeah, as far as I can see, it's I don't know. What were you saying on your end, Toro?
1-0 right now. I'm gonna quickly disconnect and redo it.
Okay,
It's
but hold on, let me get in
not
there.
yet the first
Oh,
match.
wow.
He might be a little bit slower again.
It's 1-0 to Hina right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, the buffering did catch up on my end, but I closed it as soon as I noticed.
Yeah, now it's one. It's. I don't like to catch up, especially with unstable connections, mostly because you're gonna buffer again soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully
So
that
they
should be better.
Okay, so you.
so they are.
They've rehosted a match.
We're in game, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, they've already started on the next match.
Alright.
Oh,
Okay, I had to.
okay.
Expecting.
Should we go into that?
So I'm guessing after the first match they re-challenged.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, but then they've already started.
Yep.
Okay, I'm already in. It's not really an issue.
Okay, but for those of you tuning
Oh,
in,
no.
just to get an idea of what's going on, it's still Deshi's Vatsu versus Hina's Hinata, and is in a bit of a lead as far as I can see on my side. And
Not anymore.
but that is quickly changing because the one thing about our good friends here from Korea is that they have a bit more of that advanced tech going on, where they know that
You know,
precise timing that happens with this game, where you can knock someone into the air, and it's basically a 50-50. It's a guess on whether or not they should do an air tech or not. If they try and recover in the air, it might be at a bad time because the character on the ground can dash underneath them, and then as soon as they jump, they will be automatically repositioned to do their normal air attacks. And I believe when you jumping itself is like considered frame 1, and so you can just attack immediately and
that's it.
cross someone up because
Yeah,
there's
I'm
no
gonna
way to
suffer for this one.
because there's
I
no
still
way
love that
to
super though.
That is small civilizers.
yeah, and a
Yeah,
little bit of
okay.
similarity to Marvel's Capcom 2.
No, I meant
Yeah,
I'm
there's
definitely getting
similarly.
put the ring it out.
an.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, also.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True.
Mhm.
It does. Yes, with the air, like with air
Okay.
combos.
Oh, good read there. And that's a game. Hina takes it.
Oh dang, you guys were even further ahead than I'm seeing here. I thought I got to things pretty fast, but yeah, now that it's
It's not
Vatsu
finished
versus
on my end.
Hayato,
Now it is.
Sorry, I
on my
spoke
end,
Naruto again, but
well, I'll say what I'm seeing from my end. I'm seeing Vatsu versus Hayato, and Hayato is a character he's one of those rare characters where usually I think it's like you can only do 2 light attacks. You can only do like 1 light attack.
yeah, one
One
light kick
crouching
into
light
the
attack.
thing, but then Hayato can do the two light kicks into the thing, which makes him a whole lot like. It's definitely quite powerful in the right hands.
Yeah, just a
A
simple
lot of
fact.
people
Well,
wouldn't
he's
expect
also
that.
tall. He's also tall. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like he
Plus,
can do
he has
2
that-
far-reaching light normals that are
Yeah.
fast, and then do a standing attack. So he just gets better like hit confirms, like combo strength pressure.
Yeah.
to
Not
lead
to
into
mention
his
he's one of the
combos.
few people that can have like armor as well.
Yeah, he can give himself super armor, which isn't that great, but just he does good damage on the ground. Not just
Yeah.
like his super that he did at the end there. It does great damage. So this game is already one of those sort of things where it's like just the normal combos can lead into like as they would say, a 3-touch game. So he is definitely one of the best characters in the game, just from those couple of factors alone.
I'm gonna be starting soon.
Alright. I guess
I did
yeah.
call an off-stream match for BC Deshi. I'm gonna do mine on stream
Yeah,
because I'm
so-
basically streamer, so I have to do my matches first.
In that case, I'm gonna shut up for a bit then, so I don't interrupt
That's
you.
up.
Look,
That's up to you, man.
but I don't wanna be talking about my match while your match is going on. So, alright.
All right, then on stream here, our next match here. Let me make sure I get the right names. In case our in case the Flycast names are different. But yep, we got Poppy Push versus our lovely host here, Toral. And let's see who's gonna be. Right now I'm seeing
I don't even know
Roberto
who I'm playing
from
with, so I
Poppy
might as well
again.
go random.
Oh, it is what it is. You have picked a good character here. Natsu with her, she's another considered tall character with so of course that's going to actually mean good pokes on the ground, and she has the volleyball projectiles, which how would I describe it? It's hers are a bit more annoying than her friend Roberto's soccer kick projectiles on the ground here, but it's more so that in the air her her projectiles are more annoying. Like she just does a high jump and then she throws out two the projectiles at different speeds, and even if you try and sidestep to avoid one, I mean all she has to do is just throw out one, wait for you to sidestep the first or the second one, I mean the first one, and then she just throws another one and she's low to the ground, and that just creates like weird pressure for her. And then when she does get a hit into like a launcher, I've seen some people do like insane damage even beyond what the sort of like advanced combos that we have listed on the super combo wiki for this game, which is pretty much the best like English based resource for you to learn about how to play this game. Like which it has all the frame data, which comes from one of the Japanese strategy guides, and what else is there? Well, I should say a little bit more about this match because Gon here, oh, just as I go to try and change gears, a bit of a buffer once again on my side, but Kyosuke, something to mention about him, I don't even know how I would describe it, to be honest. He has this like air combo situation where he can like glitch out his movement on one of his moves, and he can basically be considered standing in the air, and like all of his attacks will come out on the ground. And all I can say is that I've seen some really disgusting stuff from Kyosuke that would be banned if we saw it. So I mean, it would be banned in this tournament if anyone knows how to do it. So don't even bother. You know what? Just don't even bother trying to learn that. Nobody needs to see that. It's just annoying. But we got Poppy here, got one on the board, and we'll see how our host Terrell here will respond. We pick up top tier like me with Hideo, or Hyo, or Roberto, or Roy, or who else top tier in this game? Hayato, Hyoko, I believe those are all considered the like top tier characters in the game. And then but even then, as I said before, this is one of those games where you don't necessarily need to pick like meta or top tier in order to get some wins in this game. But here we got Toral with Hideo, where I would say the things that are good about Hideo is his air fireball, which when you do a fireball in the air with the heavy attack, heavy punch, he throws out two projectiles, two air fireballs at once, and that's just good pressure that no one else has. Because again, it's like characters have projectiles like across the cast. There's a decent amount of characters with like certain Street Fighter based things like projectiles and long range pokes and things like that. But there's no grapplers. There's no we're missing like another archetype. We don't really have. It's not even common to see characters do like stuff like Cammy's hooligan combination, or like there's probably some other characters that I'm thinking of that do like a special move that is basically a stance into other moves. That's not so common in this game.
GG's.
But what is common is high damage if you know what you're doing. Because Kyoko's hit grab there, that super that she did, that does a disgusting amount of damage, even though it can like weirdly whiff in certain situations. And just as I'm starting to start it talking about Kyoko, it seems we are at 2-0 here. So it's going to be Poppy moving on across the losers bracket.
Alright, let's go.
Okay,
Next
well,
match.
one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, be right back. I put myself on mute here. Hopefully my match isn't next.
No, it's not. Okay, so next match is for Namaiki.
Alright, I'm back.
June 6.4. Yeah. We have a first match. It's for Namaiki versus BJ 6.4.
Alright. Namayuki is another one of those really good players that I've seen in action.
Who won?
Also with a very good Zaki. Between me, it was 2-0 to me, yeah.
202. This is double check.
Oh wow, we're actually seeing the edge and stuff out here.
Yep, I'm back, just in time to see the edge good stuff.
Yep.
What would you call that? Staircase combo, even though it's going down, even though it's going downwards. Is that an escalator combo?
Oh, and then you get the Roberta there as well. Oh, good. It doesn't quite get the thing. And he
Wow,
lands
I didn't
somehow.
know you could do that. Like, I know that dust attack has stun, but I've never seen anyone actually do anything afterwards.
Seems like people have the right to that situation.
There's definitely a lot of like untapped tech out there that us lot in the West don't know about.
Yeah, it's kind of that case where, I mean, the way that I even know anything about this game is thanks to what's the name of the arcade?
Game Center will.
Oh yeah, Game Center will. But no, I found out about this game and like, I knew about the game for a while, but as far as like knowing how to play the game for real, I have HO Arcade to thank for that. They've been putting up
Oh yeah.
streams of the game for years, just the same as Game Center Dash Will has. And
They're
us, a dash show
dedicated,
and
man.
Game Center Will.
They're dedicated.
Dang, seeing some buffering on my side here.
Yeah, it's the same.
Also, I'm pretty sure there was a new save state recently because they deactivated the what's it mode, the one where the event mode or whatever.
Could be. Not sure if it's for this game or for
Nah, it's definitely because I remember seeing something about it in the Discord server for Project Justice.
Could be.
Yeah, Kayla says in chat the new save state is prepped for adding in the ranked.
Ah, good, good, good.
Yeah, you're getting ranked soon. Hopefully.
Yep. Can't wait. I might not play this game too much, but it's definitely gonna be nice to like have like some
Whenever you
sort
do
of
get to
record
play it,
of
it's a good time, right?
100%. And we see Namiki switching to Kuro. That's who I personally know him for, honestly. He's got that good Kuro on it.
Yeah, if I didn't mention him, he's also considered one of the best characters in the game. And but I did get to mention before that, like that cyclone ball that he does in the air. Oh my god, it's already over. What happened?
Yep.
Oh, the damage.
If
Yep.
I remember correctly, Kuro was pretty strong character in this game.
Yeah, he's pretty strong, I'd say.
Not the best in the game, but I mean, sheesh.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah,
Look,
you
at
can
this
put in
point, I'm
some
just glad we're not
dangerous
seeing.
stuff, yeah.
You just need good options.
If I have to see something like that from Kuro, I'm glad I don't have to see anything from the best character in the game, the actual best character in the game. I think we're all just in a non-verbal agreement to not pick Roy.
Roy
Nobody
isn't
online
that
really
bad.
plays Roy.
His
that
damage
bad.
is off the charts.
He's that bad. He's that bad. He's that bad.
Yeah.
Haven't
His damage
seen
is
Roy
like
do
something
MVP.
else entirely.
And he's like aside from Kyoko, he's the only character who just has a jab
faster
that's
jab.
plus enough, just a plus jab that just loops into itself forever until you get opened up. You can't even jump for real.
Alright, so we're going with the next match. Get ready, Gigi.
Oh, wait,
you're up against
what's
Swede.
my line again? Who am I fighting?
Swede.
You're playing a Swede.
Okay, Swede TK,
He's
yep.
from Europe, so I don't think there's anything to worry about in terms
Yeah.
of performance.
All right.
You'd want to have like a decent amount of delay, but same time it
Not
should be
decent
smooth
amount,
sailing,
just
hopefully.
just use +2 delay. Yeah, and you should be good.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to go with whatever number. Do you think the recommended number, the number that first shows up when you boot up Flycast, is good?
I usually put one above.
Yeah, or 2 above.
Okay,
I
I'm
usually
thinking
put
about
2 above. When I played against you, Gigi, I used +2, which means I used 6 delay.
Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of okay with whatever, but I'm going to go with 3 just in case.
All right.
Might as well.
I don't think I've seen Swede play this game. Come to think of it,
No,
I've seen
You
that
haven't.
he's very good at Tekken.
Swede is
He's-
a pro Tekken player. But
In that case, as a fellow Tekken player, I'm going to do my due diligence and just do my best. No slouching.
the last Tekken tournament we did was Price there.
Oh wow, he did a team pick though. He picked Batsu, and wow, Daigo. That's not a team you see every day.
Honestly, I believe everyone is a good character here. Then again, what do I know? I don't know this game. But I do.
It's
think
always good to have that character diversity.
Of course.
That being said, it will be uphill though. Yeah, GGV straight into it with the combos.
It's gonna be close match. Sorry to say.
Yeah,
Swede has been competing in
it's a rough
almost every
first one,
tournament,
but
so the-
yeah, he's been pretty good with that. Yeah. We have a GG switching to what is that, Akira? I forgot. No, we switched to Batsu. Oh, okay.
Oh well. A little bit buffering. Never hurt
Touch of
anyone.
buffering, but
Why
Yeah, you can
does
definitely tell
Batsu
Swede's
look
still
like a
feeling out of
soccer
control.
player, though? Something about Batsu.
come to think, he kind of does. He kind of does look like he'd play football, yeah. If he slapped him in like Roberto's clothes, then yeah, 100%. Oh, GGB is being relentless with the offense though. Okay, now he's taking a step back. He's being a bit more patient. Oh, going straight into the assist. Oh yeah, to break out of those, you have to press your own assist button. So that would be like the two, like triangle, circle, like square X.
I'm guessing it's.
Oh yeah, fun fact: why Daigo's
um,
assist actually does damage. Oh, it's still the first match, but yeah, in terms of rounds, yeah, 1-0 to GG.
Oh, it's not a matchup.
Oh, come on, bro! Yeah, now is the first match.
Okay.
Let me get that backup screen share running just in case.
Hopefully you're satisfied with the tournament, BC.
Oh. It's been a bit shaky with the tech side of things, but in terms of like the actual matches themselves, they've been pretty good from what we've seen.
Hey, are you guys caught up yet?
Right now,
Well, it crashed.
yeah, it's buffering on the story mode screen.
Okay, I was waiting for Sweet to like confirm for the next match, but then he posted something. He basically posted gibberish in the Flycast emulator chat, and I was like, I don't know what this means, so I'm just going to close out first and see what's going on. Okay, now he's sending me a challenge, so
Yeah.
get ready to
Yeah.
get ready to spectate this new match.
Yeah.
All right, I'm accepting it in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
I just wanted to give you guys a chance to see the last match.
All right.
Seems like Papyrus won 2-0. And that's 1-0 for you, right?
That's 1-0 for me so far.
Thank you very much. Maybe because it crashed. You can't react. Who knows?
Either that or we might have just been playing on keyboard and pressed enter by accident.
Could be. It's a possibility. Removing that out.
Does he usually play on keyboard or?
Not that I know of.
Seems like we're getting back into it.
No, I don't think. I have no clue what he plays on keyboard. When he competed in the mobile Fightcade and the PS1 rollback.
Seems like GG's definitely doing things at least.
Well, thing is, I wouldn't
nice.
just look at how GG plays.
Yeah.
Because I would guess that Sweet is going
Oh, what?
like me.
Yeah. Oh wow, we'll just raw assist. There's a whole bunch of damage of that coming. That's how I like to call it.
This is Capcom meets anime. That's how I see this.
Yeah, you could say that.
Project Justice.
Bro, the art style isn't as anime, because like most of the characters do have like relatively.
It's freaking anime. Like it's 80 to 90s freaking anime.
Yeah, but like it's definitely not like chibi anime though.
No, I never said chibi.
You don't have
anime.
everyone has like.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying that everyone has like decent, like normal proportions for the most part. The one
what I
exception
mean
being like
is,
Momo,
like-
but
Like face animations and things like that. How they're drawn. Usually. When you say
Oh,
anime,
yeah,
that's
true.
basically what I am meaning. So, Second.
Seeing some nice combos with Burning Batsu.
Oh, it's burning. Whether he is Butsu, I don't know. Also, these situations kind of remind you of anything.
It's basically a case where this is a situation in anime where it's like, I'm you, but better.
Yep.
No, I'm you, but animator. Or
This
crazy.
isn't even my final form.
Yeah, there is no final
Yeah, you
form.
got it there, Deshi.
Okay. Did you?
Yeah, Burning Batsu is basically Batsu after his training arc.
Yep.
Well then, yeah, GG's to Swede.
Yes.
See you in losers. Oh wait, that's what Deshi should be saying. He's fighting them next.
Alright then, I guess.
Well,
This is
let's
on
see.
stream,
Oh
by
yeah,
the way.
actually next.
So,
Oh, cool then.
Okay,
In that case,
one
I'm
will be
gonna
off
mute
screen,
myself.
in
and
that
then next
case,
we'll have Namiaki versus Alice.
Yep. Only the initial matches were kind of effective.
Which means it should be smooth sailing from here, obviously.
Yeah, if you have a boat, probably. Oh man.
But hey, I'm still now that we have both of our Korean players up here in the heading towards the finals, just progressing in the bracket, staying in the winners bracket. I'm still waiting for an answer on that question. If either of you guys can hear me, Namaki or Hina, since or I should ask Hina since Nama has a match coming up. Hina, can you hear me? Drop a message in the chat. Trying to see what's going on. How do you guys play this game nowadays? I'll try and ask in the Flycade chat.
And Kyle versus Namaiki.
Oh, yep, they're playing. All right. Oh, dang, I'm gonna be a little bit behind for that, I think.
This is
Um,
Twitch is usually.
yeah. Also, I'm also a little bit surprised by the picks I'm seeing, but not too surprised that Kels would want to go with another character with good damage and the minimum amount of hits needed, because Roberto can pretty much do like 2 combos if done correctly, and then you'll be dead. Especially given the fact that the hit grab that he'll do in the air, where he basically rolls you up as a soccer ball, kicks you away. He can dash up and then do an OTG attack at the end to pretty much resume the combo if he gets that hit in the air afterwards properly, which Kalis does do as far as I can tell on my side. I guess I just spoke to existence, unfortunately, and that's going to be death for Namaiki. And 1 round goes to Kalis there. So can definitely see why Kalis would want to pick this character, because he's pretty good. And now we are seeing a bit of buffering again, unfortunately.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Alright, now we're back, and let's see. So, alright, Namiaki definitely taking it back here with Kuro. And not much. Oh, wait, okay. seeing team up technique on my side, and Eos was not able to interrupt it. And she's almost perfect for Namayaki, running it back for the second round, getting it all tied up here. No character switching on either side so far, but now once again, just Namayaki just rushing in and just kind of just pressing buttons and getting the good situation afterwards. But Kayla's answering back with just pretty much combo zone. Just pretty much just we're just seeing normals getting thrown out here, and just happen to see that this person wasn't doing the right thing at that moment. I don't know where I'm going with that, but it does lead me into one good thing to say is that you'll often see characters doing a crouch block in this game, but it's not like a Street Fighter 2 situation where it's just, you just crouch block all day and avoid everything. You got side steps, we got the team up techniques, we got the party up technique. We're sitting here to close out the round. And just that this is a game where you can be very active. And even then, you can't just crouch block all day because there are crouch specific grabs for every character. They're like generic standing grabs, generic crouching grabs, generic air grabs. And actually, the air grabs are the worst of all because that was the thing I was trying to say before about certain things happening on frame 1. Air grabs definitely fall under that category. As soon as like the ground grabs are a bit slower, but the fact that air grabs are frame 1 basically makes them a guess, and a very strong guess, even though you have to be at a certain height above the ground to even be able to do them. They are still considered very strong, especially in the game where it's like characters are often throwing out buttons so often to just have a grab start up in 1 frame. I can definitely say that creates some interesting set play, as they would call it. Decent amount of guessing required. It just makes it to where you can't just do the same thing in every exchange over and over. Although, I mean, just doing normal attacks as we're seeing here can win you around very fast in this game. And so we're seeing here now some of the projectiles from Kalis with Roberto, and it's like, okay, you can sidestep them, but I suppose I would say that the sidestep in of itself takes so long to activate and resolve that you don't really have much of a chance to get in. But blocking it and just still dashing in afterwards is still a pretty good option. That's what we're seeing Namayaki do, and then able to do the party up technique afterwards. And having no meter, you build meter pretty fast in this game as well. So there's no reason, even though you always want to have the level 5 party up technique to catch someone pressing buttons, you build meter so fast that you can still do like team up techniques fairly often. And that would have been a situation where Kalis could have just pretty much thrown out 2 team up techniques just for the simple fact that Kuro didn't have and Namayaki didn't have a bar of super available in order to counterattack with. Kalis didn't really need any of that because he's gotten it. He was able to get the round. And now
I came just in time.
In case, as far as in case I didn't just ramble myself into forgetting what's going on, it is 1-1 here between Kalis and Namayaki. Going to see which one of them here advances to the winners bracket, and this is a bit of a familiar matchup if I remember correctly from seeing the Vortex Gallery Online event.
Good conversion vote.
I'm pretty sure we got to see Kalis and Namayaki fight here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Korahina play in that tournament. I kind of wonder why though. And it would be, of course, it'll always be pretty good to see those guys come out to EVO in person one of these years and give all of us a run for our money.
Yeah, that would be the day.
And we just gotta I gotta put people on the spot here and say that yeah, we just gotta make sure that it's worth it for them to come out. We gotta be the competition worth it enough for them to make the trip. Gosh, all this stuff.
That or we get plane tickets.
I mean, well, yeah, the actual logistics of getting there is one thing, but we gotta make sure that it's worth all of the effort to do it. We can't have Hina and Nabayaki come out here and sweep us all. But hey, that is definitely not what's happening here because Kalis is on match point.
Yeah, got some close matches going on here.
I mean,
All right,
I'm
no,
seeing
neither.
some great matches. So.
And now I'm seeing both of our combatants here just basically trying to keep their distance. They don't want to, for like that. The rest of the matches here. I mean, the rest of what would I call it? This set, but yeah, these fights between Kalis and Namayaki here was just a lot of
One
dashing
mistake
in
is gonna-
immediately.
Yeah, one mistake will just end it. That's the thing.
For sure. Before, all of the rounds were just a bunch of dashing in and just, I happened to catch you while you were dashing or pressing the button. Dang, right before that.
Speaking of,
Yeah, right before that team up technique,
get that stare off.
Alright, Kalis is set up to win, especially because right before that team up technique showed up, wow, what an answer. And there we go. I was going to say, we're almost at time up. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? With that jump kick, Kalis just confirmed his win. Kalis takes this match.
GG's. That's 2-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay, what's it going to be next? It's going to be me next.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Let me just announce it.
Oh yeah, it was 2-0 between me and Swede.
2-0 for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you. Alright.
Okay, now before I go into the match,
Hold on. Let me just call the off stream first.
yeah, I'm actually going to just do a test with Hina first. They were asking me before. They were asking me before what delayed number to set it to, but we're just going to do a test first to see how to come to an agreement first.
Alright. Let's go with the next match then. Yeah, you're gonna play against Hina, so.
Yeah, no, yep. Right. So we're going to test it. Oh, geez, oh, come on, Hina, you're playing on Wi-Fi this time. I went through the extra effort to go plug in the cable, and I'm just gonna stop complaining just right now. So yeah, right now this one is just a test. Let's see what the number says here. For me, it's showing 3. So I'll just do the cautious thing and set it to 4 instead. And let them know in the chat first here.
So far so good.
Oh,
So what, this is a test?
Yep, I'm already seeing I want to go back to try 3.
Alright.
Okay, now this time we're going to it one more time. Just want to see how it feels, and then if after that, I'm just going to pick between 3 and 4. I'm gonna pick between 3 or 4, and then it is what it is.
Okay, so I guess this match is what it is, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I can tell just on the character select that. Yeah, I'll prefer going with 3 over 4. 2 might be too low. So I'm going to go back into the chat one more time
Okay.
and just let them know that I'm picking 3. And now when it goes up, we're starting for real. Okay.
Alright. Okay.
And now
What? Something wrong? No. Chairperson. Am I seeing this correct? Just buffering.
Hello.
And
Namayuki 1-2-0.
sorry? Namiki 1-2-0?
Namayuki 1.
2-0.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Match 1. Corey Hina.
Oh my goodness. I just. Wow, my guy is beat with chairperson. That's interesting.
Hina! I'm fighting Hina!
Oh, you are.
Alright, you better bring your A game, GG. Because you're fighting the best here, probably. Actually, wait, who is the best out of the Korea scene? I wonder.
Hina.
I'd
is
imagine Hina could answer that
well,
question, but
Hina is in the winners right now. Namaiki is in the losers bracket, but I'm not sure who's better. Who's the best. I guess if.
plus there are like other people in that scene as well, so. Oh, the level 5.
I mean, from the Korean.
Oh no, no, what am I saying? Level 2 to assist. There we go, the photos. And he's gonna combo after this too.
What
Oh,
I'm
wow.
seeing is freaking
Just
insane.
the face off there. Yep. Oh, nice.
I guess we're playing Marvel.
No. I didn't even know that super existed. What?
What? Roasting me to
You
death?
just. Yep. That certainly is a roaster indeed. That's the thing about this game. Like, as much as like you can coast on the top tiers, if you know your stuff, you can easily pull it off with a lower tier. Like, knowledge is what makes this, what wins matches. You can
This?
see it here in full display with the very worst character pulling off such amazing results.
Honestly, Hina is not like Sasuke. I'd have to agree. In my
100%.
opinion, for a good chunk of fighting games out there, not every fighting game, but a good chunk, tiers don't freaking matter if you're a good player. That's how I see it. Now, this is my opinion. I could be
This one
wrong.
especially so.
The
In
only-
this particular case, 100%.
Kyle is the only person that mauls me every time.
Yeah, Kalis mauls me every time, so.
Well, imagine playing against Hina.
Yeah. I played against Hina as well once and I got more than mood. That's what I can say.
It's everyone. I believe everyone here knows how to
Like, it's
play.
one of those people where I'm lucky to even get a single round.
Interesting.
Oh, nice. I bet that laugh was something interesting we'll see in a bit.
Is he going to get out of the fucking danger zone? Yeah.
Oh,
A good game, but I have to see all
yep, the roast.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
a setup at the end. My setup at the end was basically to not do crouch grab until the end, and that setup I've never seen that. So good stuff, good stuff.
Alright.
GG's, Hina.
GG's. Alright, so Hina advances further down the bracket. Which basically means GG. You're on deck on off stream against Poppy Push.
All right.
Let me just contact Poppy Push. I also have the.
Speaking of maulings, though, is there gonna be Kalis versus Hina next on stream?
Next is gonna be an FT3 on stream versus
Ah,
Hina, yes.
first to 3 as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Kalis
I don't think it will
versus-
be that much of a mauling considering Kalis.
Eh,
Like, Kalis has 100% improved since last time I played him.
honestly, I don't
He's
know.
been putting on
I
that work.
I can't really say for sure because everyone's been playing pretty good. So now, of course, certain players are gonna be better than others. Because not everyone can win a tournament.
Okay, let's see this.
Okay. Gonna start our match.
Oh, they're picking their characters right now. Kalis has gone with Roberto. Seems like they're definitely going into it.
Yeah. Switch it up. Not the number 2.
Yeah, Hina's on the offensive. Yep, got that alternate costume. Oh wow, that connected at that. Oh wow. Surprised I managed to interrupt as well. Oh, the raw assist, but oh no punish, that's tragic. You need every punish you can get when you're facing Hina. Oh. He's just letting it rip. Oh, there we go. The football is coming out. Pretty hard to punish that like backflip launch that Roberta does. Oh, there we see it. Oh, gets the air throw thing. Do we see the OTG? Oh, yep, we do. This could be the break he needs. Yep. Takes the first round at least.
No, wait. I'm not gonna win. So.
And then Hina switches to Hayato. Wow, Kayla switches to Zaki. Oh, what a jump in. And that's going into super right there. Oh, it makes sense. I have no idea. I don't know Japanese. Oh,
You should learn.
maybe. Oh, nice.
Number 2.
Got that.
I guess he's a drill sergeant, huh?
Just smacks her into the. Yep. He's actually a gym teacher, but they're basically the same thing if you think about it.
In this context, he acts like a drill sergeant. Dude, when you first start
Now
to
Hina
down,
switched
yeah,
to run.
hit you on your fucking ropes. I
Yeah,
guess,
that must kill in real life. Like,
guess you're
that
gonna
must be
be
painful.
hit with a fucking stick.
Question is, oh, no interview, but he does get the sidestep punish. Just imagine getting flashed in the face with that camera though.
Sir?
Oh, nice crouch throw.
GG.
Yeah, I didn't quite hear you, GG.
Oh, I'm supposed to be on mute, so don't worry about me.
No worries. Oh, nice. That sits him out the air. Punish! Oh wow, that assist saved him.
Ultimate flash.
So
The photograph
Yep.
flash. Hina takes it.
Hina takes game 1. You still got a chance though, Kalis, because it's first to 3, remember? Let's see how he goes with though. Sticks with Roberto. Sticks with Zaki and has Kyoko as his third. Straight into it, not even letting the intros play out. Oh, good step. There you go, first hit. Gets the launch. Oh, nice. Oh, I mean, just a big launch. Got a bit of buffering on my end, but
Nah, mine seems like it's something.
yeah.
Rainbow kick.
I do wonder how the sync is between us two at least, as in how far ahead I am compared to you or whatever.
I mean, it's just one show like us. We're Europe, both of us. We should have it. Now there's a buffer.
Oh, I just checked the stream and yeah. Yeah, you're quite a bit ahead of me actually.
Mm.
Let me catch up to you.
Yeah, you could use the space.
Okay, so Hina's at Hayato now, and oh, yeah, we're seeing the push-ups again. Oh, but Kalis has gone into B&B, the bread and breakfast. Oh, gets the launch, but doesn't manage to get the follow-up. Oh, the random level 5 at full screen doesn't really work out.
The aerial spinning head. Yes, this is what Roberto Carlos was doing.
Yep.
Being with wasn't.
Guess this is where Zidane learned his skills from.
Guess this is when he had hair. Okay. 0-2.
Whoa, it's 2-0 right now.
Possibility for a match point.
Here comes a new challenger.
Okay, I just checked the stream and I should be fairly synced up, but alright, so Kayla sticks with the Roberto and Hina goes back to Hina too.
From the church.
That's not a church. I wouldn't say. It looks more like a boarding school.
This?
I mean, there's like a whole bunch of buildings surrounding it.
Or maybe it's a karate school.
I believe.
Considering they're
Oh,
fighting-
I believe this is a girls' school actually. This is the Seijun girls' school or whatever it's called. The one that Akira goes to along with Zaki and Yurika.
Well, it's definitely their school grounds. Cannot confirm or deny if there's a church on school grounds.
Oh, the level 5 hits.
Did you finish your match?
Yeah, so that's going to be 2-0 in Poppy's favor.
In Poppy's favor. Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, didn't get to
Not
really.
expecting that.
I feel like I didn't get to see much of Poppy play, but if I do remember, I actually got to play them a week or two ago, and just randomly in the Flycade lobbies, and let's just say that they were able to figure me out pretty. Not, I wouldn't say pretty fast, but they were able to figure me out. I just think about like there's some things about the way that my
yeah.
air game operates that they just happen to
Played around it.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
after
like
this-
I guess I say the general thing about. You were saying?
After this match, I'll expect versus coffee. That's it. Okay.
Okay, Hina's gone over to run. Oh, nice. Gets him with the newspaper.
Oh wait, hold on. It looks like they're, well, not hold on, but it looks like they're testing just to make sure they don't play first.
Even if they do that match, it's not no big deal. Just fast forward.
Oh wait, dang. Yeah, fast forward. I did set up a button for that. Not sure if I still have it set.
And usually you follow space bar.
No, like a week or two ago, I did a bunch of setup for some games for some Fightcade stuff recently, so I did all my buttons.
Yes, he can zone pretty well, huh?
I mean, I wouldn't say. Wait, who are we talking about?
We were there.
About Roberto, I assume, after that fireball kick. Yeah, yep. Zone is kind of a bit of a weird thing in this game, where it's like it's not, it's basically just not overpowered, is what I'd say. Nobody has, even with like Hideo throwing out 2 air fireballs, you can still just wait it out and catch him doing something else.
Callens gets one match.
Seems like that game crashed. It's 2-1 right now,
New challenger.
but yeah,
Whose game
gotta
crashed?
wait for them to reconnect.
Whose game crashed?
Uh,
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay.
okay. They seem to be back in though.
Oh, whoop.
Got my Discord stream up just in case.
You're back in.
Yep.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah.
Playing it fairly defensively. Oh, there. Misses the launch.
I wish they would do another game for this series.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure,
I'd love.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they could. Considering, I mean, this is not.
I doubt they will though. That's the problem.
Yeah, if Street Fighter has to do good. Street Fighter 6 has to do very, very good before they are allowed to do other fighting games.
That being said, Street Fighter 6 has been doing pretty good from what I've seen.
Nah, but it has to do really good.
I'm playing it for sure.
In sales, it's supposedly really good. The name of the game is money,
Well,
so. Grinding company. You know what they're going to do a series right now? It needs to be a viable.
Oh, the level 5. That's the thing with fighting games though, like you don't really get that mass appeal like you do like certain other games.
Yeah, but the advantage for Capcom is that Street Fighter is a legacy
They have that
game,
name, yeah.
and it does sell pretty
Yeah,
well.
they have that.
So that's
And the
That's
problem
the
is,
advantage.
when you're looking at Call of Duty. Problem is when you're looking at Call of Duty selling however much they're selling gangbusters. I mean, like selling like hotcakes. There's always going to be something that the business side wants to compare it to and say it has to do as well as something else. When
I
that didn't used to be the
believe
case back in the 90s.
I believe it's more to do with the investment costs this a lot of dollars. It needs the return, the investment.
Yeah, return of investment. Because games definitely are getting quite expensive to like produce these days.
Indeed.
Because
also
yeah,
have,
back in the 90s, they definitely could pump them out like really quick.
And you also
These
have
days it takes like
advertisements as well.
years.
They have to
Yeah,
for
the marketing is
actual-
another big thing.
like movies
Because if you're not
are-
marketing your game very well, then you're not doing well. Oh,
I'm using
good
the-
punish on the level 5.
I'm using the example with movies. With movies, let's say a movie gets invested $100 million, and then you have another million or another 100 for marketing. So they gotta have that like 200 million to be able
Yeah.
to
Just to like make it justified.
make it just even.
Oh,
let
good air pro.
alone a plus, let alone turn a profit.
I believe Hina takes it 3-1.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, what was not even was that match we just saw. Unfortunately, I didn't get to say much about it because I kept fast forwarding myself into buffer states, so I didn't get to see much of what happened. But the parts I did see blew my mind.
Alright, so let's see. Next up. Wait, did I do it correctly? No, I did it. Wait, you're playing?
Yeah, it seems like they're playing.
Yeah, but then are they playing practices? Okay. Alright. Baby Bush versus Namaiki. Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I tried to spectate the match like 3 times and it didn't work, but then
No,
They
says
played.
both.
There was
So-
a bug in the system for Fightcade. Like I'm seeing BC Deshi playing.
Yeah, sometimes it
so
shows them
for me, it's
playing.
Namiaki versus Poppy, not the other way around. That's the match I'm seeing. That's actually playing.
Doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's see. Namaiki, Puppy Push. Just setting this up. Yeah, let's go. Should be up.
Oh, what a punish from Namiki. Team up technique, because Roberto's strings are a bit slow, so not just sitting there stuck in block stun the whole time. And the latter part of that string that Roberto does to launch, there's quite a gap there. So I can understand going for the team up technique. I just gotta commit it to memory to do it myself once in a while. Because there was a lot of times in my match against Papa there where I just felt like I was kind of just stuck sitting there, even when I'm applying my own pressure and whatnot. It felt like that. I just couldn't pick the piece together on what to do aside from my normal game plan. Even if it was just like, oh, just wait it out, be defensive. I felt like that wasn't really getting me anywhere. I should probably be a bit more proactive about the throws. About the crouch throws.
Yeah, crouch throw is definitely something that gets slept on a bit.
Yeah. I wonder if Kiyosuke is the
And even
only
then, I
character that
pretty
was
much
added to CVS.
yeah. And unfortunately, he made no impact aside from the fact that he is from this game. As far as CVS 2 itself, he is one of the worst characters in the game. I wish I knew more as to why that's the case, but definitely not someone you would see on stream often. Like now, CVS 2, unfortunately, that is one of those games where, unfortunately, CVS 2 is one of those games where you're not really just gonna see
Comes a new challenger.
you're not gonna see the low tiers get played that often and perform well, rather. Oh, speaking of crouch grabs, here we go for Namiki ending the match. Not match. Take it. What's the what I'm looking for? Definitely winning 2 rounds here against Poppy there to put 1 on the board.
There's a chance that Nameki won't have a chance and loses. Nice. So we'll see.
仲間のピンチを救えるか惜しい
Yeah, Puppy Push is definitely gonna have a lot ahead of him.
Oh, there you go. Catching pressing buttons. Team up technique. What's gonna happen? Yep. Not much recovery after blocking in the air there. So Namiki was able to counter it, especially since Kyoko had to land there before actually doing anything. Even though there's not much ground recovery, there is. What is it like? Oh, that just reminds me of something else. I know there's like a universal 1 frame of recovery from landing, which actually allows any character to get hit by a low attack. Like we don't see it too often, but on the HO streams, like I would see it all the time before I even knew that was what was happening. Thanks to the Super Combo Wiki having that detail listed. I used to see it on stream a lot. But then that also leads me to something I was going to mention earlier about the arcade streams for this game. When it comes to Game Center, well, unfortunately, I don't see a lot of like high level play there.
Okay.
And speaking of unlucky situations, Kuro with doing the claws super there. Usually that is a good tactic to use to like crawl. Well, just as I talk about it, finally getting the cross up for that super there, and Nameki takes another point against Poppy.
All right. Next match, loser final.
Is this first to 2 or first to 3?
First 3.
Yeah, I think that was best of 3.
No. We're doing best of 3 right now.
Yeah, so Nameki versus Poppy, that should be it.
He had 52.
Yeah.
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 I
This
think,
ain't
they got
GG's
the
result,
message
so-
now. Yeah, they
Yep.
got the message now. I saw them. They were still on character select for a moment there. So, all right then. Next is going to be Nameki versus Kalis.
Seems like Puppy Push had a lot of fun there.
All right. Seems like
You know what? I'm actually gonna head off now.
sure.
See you lot in a bit then.
See you.
All right, have a good one, Dashi.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for picking the
See ya.
game.
Yeah, thanks for having it.
All right, give me a sec here. I'm just going to go turn the light on. It's getting pretty dark here. It's just a bit of the midday in my time zone. Just gotta turn a light on or two. But right now we do have Kuro, Namiki, and Roberto Kalis, and so we're going to see some projectiles. We're going to see some very potential high damage from both sides, and it just depends on what hit leads into it. But I really don't think Kalis wants to be doing that like jumping kick from Roberto. It doesn't lead to anything. So it's I'm gonna say that one was an input error. Probably trying to, now I'm seeing him doing the soccer ball projectiles. Tomorrow, it's pretty likely that's what he's going for instead. And also, an interesting option to go for, trying to do his jumping like headbutt attack to like outrange Kuro, but it's definitely not working out. We got a level 5 to deal with, and yeah, that's gonna be 1 point already for Namiki. Kale switching off to nobody because nobody pressed the button there, which means that whatever character they had highlighted, it is not going to automatically get picked for them. So we're just going to see a run back for these two characters here, and Kalis enforcing a bit of pressure there with the soccer ball projectiles, and darn, getting a bit of buffering on our side, but we're most likely going to see soccer ball whiff, and Kalis will probably recover in time to not get punished by whatever Crow is going to try, because that jump is going to go a bit too high up for Namiki to capitalize on this whiff here. Oh, well, it was a little bit closer than I thought from what I saw, but still the same result in the end until afterwards, where we did see that cross-up situation in the air after Kalis tried to do an air tech. So Namiki basically got some free hits there by landing first and then doing an immediate jump kick, where it's not like it's completely instant, but it's just fast enough to where, given the fact that there's no like air cross-up protection, you don't normally have situations where someone just dashes like right up underneath someone and just winds up on the opposite side while that person is still in the air. So this game doesn't really have protection for that sort of situation, and that just turns out, and so of course that turns out to be one of the strongest situations in the game, where you just force your opponent to guess, since, well, if they don't tech, then that's just a 50-50 situation. That's just another situation where you can just get hit again. You can technically get relaunched. You can, while you're still in that free fall state in the air, you can even get comboed into a team up technique. So it's still a situation where the opponent has to be ready for what you are going to do, but there's definitely a bit more of a combo situation for the person who launched you if you just don't tech at all. And then like there's the different tech options where you can try and recover while you're in the air, and then you'll do a flip up, you'll do a flip forward or backwards, and then just as Kalis did there, he got slammed to the ground and was able to do that version of the ground tech, where there's not much that the opponent can do to you afterwards, but they still have the advantage of pressure. And here we go with Namiki doing plenty of just that, plenty of pressure to really limit Kalis from, well, doing much of anything. And here we go, we're seeing it for real. It's getting down to the wire, so we got Kalis switching off to, wow, I think I've done that before, honestly, doing a team up technique, or in this case a party up technique, to counter Bro's like cyclone ball there. And oh, speaking of good options, here's Momo's signature very short range crouch jab that she can still loop into a standing jab and just dash and just do like this looping dash, this looping jab dash technique to just lay on some very good damage to really make up for the fact of how short she is. So because she is so short, because she's so short, that that can easily whiff, but as Kalis closes out that round with a crouch grab, since it's such a big thing that you're going to be looking out for. You're going to be looking out for that jab pressure from her. It makes sense that Kalis would want to do a crouch grab to try and close things out unexpectedly. But what you can never expect, and what you really gotta be prepared for, is just when you decide to tech, because that is why Namiki was able to get those two cross-up situations into an air, into the super. Wow, wow. Kalis gets the level 5 once again, so I guess in that situation, unless Namiki just didn't block or just didn't respond properly, I'm gonna have to go into training mode myself to see if that's really guaranteed, because I know, like, I will say that, like, even though visually, because Kuro lands close to the ground right after that special, it seems like he's plus, but I've gotten out of that in playing situations on my own to recognize that it's not really, I would basically call that fake pressure. But regardless, Namiki is now taking some 2 points here, so that's 2 wins in his favor. So I do believe, unless like losers bracket is like losers finals.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Nameki wins this, he gets to face Hina.
Yep, this should be losers finals. So, yep, losers finals. So it's 3 out of 5. So Kalis is on his last breath here. He's gonna have to find a way to adjust to Kuro's quote-unquote top-tier pressure and basically respond with his own with Roboter here with his good damage once again. And here we go with Namiki. Just poking in the air with those light attacks at the right opportunity to basically keep Kalis from doing anything. And here's it's been a while since we've seen that sort of air combo from Kuro, but it is actually, that's a pretty like common air combo for him to do with that character. And let's see what's gonna happen here now. Seeing some side steps from Namiki, but I wonder if he knows about the trick with in this game where you can dash, and then if you hold back, if you press back and both kicks at the same time, basically there are two. There's the normal side step, and then if you're dashing, you'll get a roll instead. But if you press back while doing the side step input, which is both kicks, then you'll cancel the roll animation from happening, which is an easy way to let you advance forward when you're trying to get in away from those projectiles. You don't have to worry about the bad situation that happens from rolling, because it is not better than the normal side step, I'll tell you that. Now, usually in a situation like that, if we didn't see it before, Kalis could have, instead of doing this long air combo, which is working out pretty well for him, he could have done a level 5, which we might see right now. Oh, instead, unfortunately, we're going to drop here, so we're going to have to see. Might be bad for Kalis. Depends on when he decides to recover in the air, and well, he's still in it, but it's all right. We got Kalis getting 1 point, tying it up, and staying alive in these losers finals. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen now. How is Namiki gonna respond? Okay, trying to do some low kicks, and yeah, just showing that Kuro also does have good range. He is one of those like taller characters, so, and those claws are no joke. There is some range from what I'm saying is he does have some reach, and hey, once again, Kalis is just pretty much waiting for Namiki to use that Cyclone Ball so he can respond with a level 5. Oh wow, I do not think that projectile is what Kalis wanted to go for, but let's see. Oh wow, and I don't think that uppercut is what he wanted either, and unfortunately that mistake is gonna cost him, because now it's 3-0, and Namiki is going to be advancing to the finals.
Wow. Not expecting that.
Yeah, a lot going on there.
Seems
I
like
mean, don't worry. I can find plenty to run my mouth about no matter what. But
seems like it's Korea versus Korea.
yep, yep. And this will be actually my first time seeing it, so it's going to be this is my first time seeing these guys fight, so should be a good one. But just I guess to give a little bit of foresight on what's going to happen, I am going to have to bet on Hina here because to my understanding, that there is a group of players, which is why they have the KOR. They share the KOR name tag over here on Fightcade, and Nameki is basically considered the student or like the newbie or like the understudy to the rest of the group. I just, unfortunately, the best way to describe that is that I remember during the Vortex Gallery Online tournament, since Nameki entered and Hina didn't, there was a lot of commentary from Hina about Nameki's decisions and play during those fights. So even though I'm thinking in my head, yeah, I'm glad that we got to see somebody from Korea play. Um, Hina made sure to let it be known that Namiki is considered their like weakest player. We've been seeing plenty of good stuff from pretty much everybody here, and so let's see how these grand finals close out. Wow, the we're all level 3 for no reason from Hina. I guess just to maybe that was a hard read based on how much they play each other. Okay, let's see here. So we got Hinata 2 versus Kuro. Of course, Kuro Hina going with the Hina pick, but and Hinata is also someone that I play just for fun. But it's kind of hard to say, like, is there anything particular like that makes her strong? I suppose the fact that her sweep can still be comboed after into a mini launch, so she can do a combo like she just did there. But as far as like what make her stand out, I guess we don't need to find out because we got Hina switching off to Hayato, which as we've already said before, there are plenty of things that make him strong. One of the few characters in the game that can do 2 crouching light kicks and still do a full combo afterwards, and that alone makes his pressure unique and more importantly stronger than most of the cast. And those kicks have good range, so I'm pretty sure that what just happened there is that Hina got that situation that I was explaining earlier, where as soon as you land, there is one frame where you technically can't do anything, so there's no time to crouch block, and if your opponent is on point, they can just combo you for free basically. So what happened is that Namiki did an air tech, Hina slipped right under them with a dash and was able to do a crouching attack immediately, because even if you press like left or right, there will be a bit of a turning animation, but if you do a jump or a crouch, there is no turn animation. So basically you can do you could do a jump or do a crouching attack instantly. And yeah, we're already seeing Hina do it once again. And wow, I can't believe that. If that uppercut into a combo was for real, I'm gonna have to steal that. What I'm not seeing a lot of here is that I haven't seen any like crouch. I'm not seeing like crouch grab mix up in this situation, or like in this set so far too much. It's kind of just I'm kind of just reminding myself how I could have won my own like losers match before, but that just gets me wondering. I wonder if the meta of this game has evolved beyond the point where grabs aren't even as good as. Oh right, never mind. We're seeing one now, but it's just kind of this thing I've noticed over the years where I applied my own understanding of the game to matches on Fightcade once this got added to Fightcade. Once this game got added to Fightcade, and just noticed that okay, I started off kind of doing some things that I remember from the H Arcade streams, which I mean these go back to like as far as 2013 or earlier. That's where that's like when I first found out about those streams to know what's considered good in this game. But I think it more so just turned out that the sort of way that the sort of like air pressure that I would implement, it just kind of turned out to be pretty good. Even though it's not like air attacks in this game have like, they don't really have insane, they don't have like good range in of themselves. That it's more like they have good enough range, and the fact that dashing and jumping are so fast in combination with those, that's just like you can do a dash, like you can do a forward dash. I mean, you can do like a dash and a jump and throw an attack immediately, and it just feels like it's instant. And all right, what's just as soon as I was about to say something, unfortunately, what's not instant is the responsiveness of these matches that we're seeing here. Unfortunately, getting another buffer situation, even with a career versus career match, and maybe that's more so a bug with the spectating mode that needs to get ironed out later on. So just once again, hoping that our devs with the Flycast dojo here can do something for us later on to get a bit more of an improvement, just so that the rollback and things.
It's not really Flycast dojo. The thing is, the Fightcade 2 devs decide when an update for Flycast dojo gets implemented. We already have like releases of Flycast dojo. Now we add to Fightcade. Several updates.
Well, of course, I was more so talking about that there was last year, there was like whether it was like I'm talking about in 2022, where I compared to the years before that, there was a bit of a drought with like updates to like Flycast in general. Actually, not like terrible, not like there wasn't anything for the entire year. I'm just kind of waxing on about how other aspects of Fightcade were getting updated more compared to the Flycast section itself. And I know that like Blue Minder was a bit busy, had some things kind of also vanished from Twitter for a couple of months. So the important thing is that we are still getting new stuff, and that he is back, and so I'm not gonna say like to expect improvements immediately, because this is all done with people's free time.
Yeah.
I guess if anything, I should really be crossing my fingers that somebody I can't remember what the name of the guy was, but just hope we have another in somebody like a Power Stone 2 enthusiast. We need just like we had a Power Stone 2 enthusiast really just drop a bunch of money to get the 4-player rollback working for Flycast.
I mean, it's working.
I mean, to dump some money to get Blue Minder to do that.
It's being worked on. Like Blue Minder did say, he's working on it. It's not about you putting in the money. It's just, he can do it. It's just it takes time and effort to do it. It's all good things we gotta wait for.
Yep, it's a matter of time and effort.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Because he did announce several times 4 players coming. So Corey Heenan gets a 3-up.
Oh man, and that's it. And for as much as I was talking about that was a pretty clean sweep from Heenan. Honestly, I guess that's kind of why I didn't have much to say about that. It's like it was as expected, as I was saying before. But I am really glad to got to have seen that match and performance from Hina and Namiki and from everybody here tonight, or at least tonight in my time zone.
Well,
Today, wherever you are, I'm glad everybody was able to come out here.
It's 2:23 a.m. on my end. So basically, we have third place Catalyst, 2 wins, 2 losses. Wait, 2 wins, 2 losses.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense. So, no mind. So third place is Kailas. Second place is Namaiki. And first place is Hina. That said, congratulations to Hina for taking first place in Tanderia's randomizer picked the tournament for Project Justice on Fightcade Flycast. Hope everyone had fun. Sorry about the initial, for the initial technical difficulties at the beginning, but we got it rolling. It was just a save state issue. Nothing. Something
And
that's
how
totally
fitting that
expected.
me.
Something that's totally expected on Fightcade. But yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is there. But how fitting that both me and my co-host Deshi tied at 5th place.
Oh, that's good.
I just had to throw that one out there.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean,
So
DC
shows we're on
Deshi
equal footing, I suppose. Wouldn't have it
was-
any other way.
Yeah.
You know, aside from winning.
Well, BC Deshi did request it, so it's interesting that you guys were drawn at 5th place. It is what it is. Maybe next time when we do it, maybe you get
Definitely
a better
have some.
placement. Who knows? But yeah, anything else?
Yep, we definitely do
to
have a
say?
bit of a tug of war there on the Fightcade there. I was just saying that we've had some matches go back and forth on here on Flycast as well. But I suppose we're wrapping up here. So yeah, thanks to everybody for coming out. Though I'll try and ask a couple of questions here from Hina just on my own time here to see. I gotta have a bit of info prepared for later because I'm really interested in how do they really improve over there. But might not get a chance to find out before we wrap things up here. I don't want to keep Terrell here too long. It's 2 a.m. Might have something else planned.
Not necessarily. If there's something you want to ask, just go ahead and ask. I don't mind.
Okay. Well, pretty much just going to unfortunately slowly type on my little tablet here. There, I got one of those new Asus, one of those Asus devices, and it's all touch keyboard based, and it's unfortunately kind of a small system here. I should have, if I had a chance, I would have gone upstairs and just got my USB keyboard. But nah, we're just gonna type here in the Twitch chat here, see if I can get a little bit more insight from Hina about how the guys over there career train, and if they
He
don't
might
get a
not
chance
be
to answer
available.
in a couple minutes, then
You might want to ask him in the Fightcade. He's not
are they?
available on Twitch, so. Because I saw the title.
Okay.
It's just seen as a normal text.
Okay.
Anyways, with that
Okay.
said, again, thank you all for coming today. And yeah, tomorrow we have a PS1 tournament for Street Fighter EX EX Alpha.
Who's that? Plus Alpha?
Hold on, let me just take a look at the actual name of it. This is on DuckStation Mobile, by the way. It's not Fightcade. Which this is gonna be used for Fightcade anyways, but where is it? Okay. It's Street Fighter EX plus Alpha. That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. All right. EX1 plus Alpha. Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
no, EX plus
That's
Alpha.
gonna be a good one.
Yeah, there's EX1 plus Alpha and there's EX plus Alpha. So those are different games
Mhm.
for whatever reason. But yeah, with that said,
Oh yeah, there's EX.
yeah. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, we did EX2 and now we're doing EX plus Alpha and probably we'll do EX1 plus Alpha, whatever it's called, eventually.
Yes. The part 1 is the one that got the expansion. That's EX plus Alpha, and then 2 is EX2 plus.
Yeah, we'll see. With that said, thank you for commentating today, Gigi. Thank you all for coming. And
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Always a pleasure. Anyways, with that said, my name is Terrell, the Bumbling T.O. from Tenderia, and I'll see you guys at the next gathering. Tenderia out.